Hey guys, we're going to answer a few questions that you guys put out online today, and my son is going to read the questions to me, and I'm going to try to answer them the best I can. So, Dom, if you have any questions, give it to me.
Yeah, there was a couple that were in the YouTube comments and some were personal that we had just to get a better idea of what you were talking about in your story. So
Oh
we'll
boy,
start with those.
sounds scary.
So in your first fire story, you say the apartment was across from the elevator, and the elevator opened and engine 84 was in there, and you said they had the line in there. So does that mean the hose line was in the elevator with them, or
Mm.
how did they hook up? Because that's a
Well,
little confusing.
it's like a fireproof building, so it's got a standpipe. So the engine comes up with the line. It's like roll ups. They have it on their shoulders. And then once they get into the hallway, they make it to the stairwell. They hook up to the standpipe, and the engine in the street supplies the standpipe, and then they have water to take into the apartment. And that's what they did.
Right. Next question. So that fire you speak about, you lost the little girl behind the French
Right.
doors. Nobody, people
Sad.
were playing cards. Nobody knew anyone was in there.
Incredible.
In one part, you mentioned that you got a call on the handy-talkie. The OVM was outside with the kid's mom.
Mm-hmm.
So how
Mike
was the kid
Davis.
in the room by herself and the mom was outside with the OVM? Can you explain that a little?
Well, there was a lot of crack going on in those days, and she probably went out to get some crack, and she left the kid alone, and the kid played with matches and probably just started the bed on fire, and that's what happens. It was sad. I had no idea the kid was in there, especially when there's people in the apartment there. It's not telling you anything. But yeah, that's the mother was probably on drugs.
Right. All right. When you recount your 9/11 story, the word void is thrown around a lot. You were in and out of voids,
Boys.
putting the hose in the voids. Everyone wants to know what's the void that you're speaking about in the 9/11 story.
Void's like an empty space, so there's like 5 stories of concrete, all jagged pieces, all piled on top of each other, which makes a lot of voids. So that's what we would do at first: crawl into these voids, bang on it, bang on the concrete, bang on whatever we could, and then we would just wait and wait to hear if we could hear some voice or somebody banging back. But that's what a void is, and there was plenty of them.
Next question. Help explain the visual a little more. You say you came up on the rubble and the Trade Center was only 3 stories high at this point, or 6 floors high. Can you explain a little more, like
Well,
what that?
when we got there, we got to the foot of the rubble, and once we were climbing up, it felt like it was about 6 stories high. That's the towers coming down, and that's how high the pile was. And we actually were right on the roof with the flags and the AstroTurf, and from there we could just see all the way to the Hudson. It was amazing. It was horrifying.
All right, this is a very popular question in the comments, and this is a good one. Everyone wants to know what happened with Monkey Man.
What happened with Monkey Man? Well, I never saw him again after that time in the Trade Center in the Marriott. And he saw the Theo Von podcast and he contacted me. And now we're going to get together after 24 years. So it's pretty amazing. He's doing well, he's very happy, and life goes on.
Here's a good one.
Yeah, they're all good so far.
How are the book sales since the podcast?
Oh, book sales are great. You can't miss this one. You're going to love it. You can't put it down. And since the podcast, boom. Thank you, Theo.
Yeah, thank you everyone that supported and grabbed a book. I
Thanks for
mean,
the questions.
more books in the past 2 weeks than since September. So crazy, crazy.
Appreciate it all. Thank you, people.
Seriously. All right, we put a little thing on Instagram before, a little open, ask some questions, and we're going to go through those now. First question we got. Knowing what you know now, what would you go back and tell yourself after graduating the academy?
After graduating the academy, I'd say, well, the next 21 years is going to be full of so much adventure, so much good times and so much bad times, but you're going to love it, and you're just the luckiest guy ever. You got the greatest job in the world. I think that's what I would say.
Good advice for a probie?
Keep your mouth shut. Do what you got to do. Make sure you're the first guy in the sink. Listen to the older guys and make sure you have thick skin. You know, they're gonna ride you, so you got to be able to take it. And always remember that you're not going to be a probie forever. And everybody there already was a probie, so it'll work out, and you'll get through it. And just do what you got to do.
With years of service, how did you balance the work-family life, and would you change anything?
Work-family life. No, we needed the money, so we had to do a lot of work. My wife worked, I worked, a couple of jobs. My kids worked. They worked as soon as they were able to work. My son Dom started working when he was probably like 6 or 7, doing little jobs. So it's just the way we did it, and it seemed to have worked out. So no, I wouldn't change anything.
Best company to be a part of, and the best part of that job?
Well, the best part would be a truckie, and the best part of that job would be to rescue people. And it can't be anything better than that.
Did being a firefighter ruin any foods for you?
Yeah, I think half a chicken a man. I hated that. It always let me know that the guy don't give a shit about dinner, and this is what you're getting. So yeah, half a chicken a man, I'm out on.
3 quick questions, unfire related. Favorite sport, movie, and TV show?
Favorite sport, probably college basketball. Go Duke. My favorite movie is probably, I got a lot of them, but probably Patton. And my favorite TV show is King of Queens. Go Kevin, New Hyde Park, baby.
What is your family's favorite meal that you cook?
Probably hands down would be lasagna, because I only make it maybe a couple of times a year. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. Everybody loves it. So yeah, I'm going to say lasagna.
Do you do any baking? Please share.
No. I make a great icebox cake with chocolate pudding and graham crackers. Beautiful.
But did you make that stuff in the firehouse? Desserts too?
Yeah, we did. Well, we used to make a lot of chipwich sandwiches. I would bake chocolate chip cookies, and then we would add ice cream to it. A lot of egg creams we would have. For you people that don't know egg creams, we would take the creams, the seltzer, and the chocolate syrup, and the milk, and we'd mix it all together and give it a good stir. The whole trick is to hold the seltzer can way up high. Try it, you'll love it.
Cool. Well, thank you everybody for sending those questions in. We just wanted to do this real quick, answer some questions, clear some confusion up, and have a quick, fun conversation. Anything else you want to add?
No, thanks again. I really like asking the questions and answering to the people.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
If you have any more questions, send them in, and we'll do them on the next one.
Would love it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.